Brad Adgate, Senior Vice President of Research for Horizon Media. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Can you let us know a little bit of your background and how you got into research?
Oh boy, it's been so long ago. I've been doing media research for 31 years, I think, maybe. Well, that's painful to say. But I started working for Helen Johnston at Gray Advertising. That's where I really got my career boost. And she was, always called the Grande Dame of media research. And in retrospect, I felt very fortunate in working for a company like Gray and working for a woman like Helen, who was such a such a great instrumental leader in research. And I spent a few years working in Madison Avenue. I worked at Backward Spielvogel, and it was the hot shop. It spun out of McCann Erickson, and they had the Miller Beer account, so it was never really a small agency. And I took a turn in media planning and network buying, and I didn't really like either one of them. I like media research a lot more because it's a very eclectic department. You can work on any medium, and you can work on any demographic, any ethnic group. I mean, there are really no barriers to research that I found that planning and buying was a little more confining. Then I spent 12 years working, doing sales research, working in syndication and cable networks like Turner Broadcasting and TNN and the Family Channel companies. Some networks aren't around anymore or have been renamed. And then I came back to Horizon Media, came back to this side 11 years ago. And it's been great.
So what did you study in school?
Well, I was a history and political science major in a small private school in the South, Jacksonville University. And I just really went through the catalog, and I took all the courses that I wanted to take. I started out a business major, and I had this epiphany that if this guy knew anything about the economy, why was the economy in such turmoil? So I decided that I guess I went through the catalog and said, these are the courses I want to take, and there's nothing like a good liberal arts education. You can go anywhere.
So how did you make the transition into research?
I really had no idea of that. I really didn't know what I wanted to do when I got out of college, and I just kind of spent a year kind of just having a job and using my degree. But I finally took a series of tests, actually, that vocational tests, where they matched my answers with 300. I had to answer like 300 questions, and they matched my answers with people of other professions, and writing and writing, teaching. No, it was writing, musician, and artist were the top three. So, which I'm doing very little of that, but a few things like that. I just know I wasn't going to be a good dental hygienist, but I think advertising wound up in the top 5 or 10, as I recall.
And that's creative, and that's artistic.
That is, but it's not media. Media research is creative. So I have no problems with it. In history, looking up things, research, looking up things, there's kind of a parallel there.
Absolutely.
So I do enjoy it, and this industry has certainly gotten a lot more involved and a lot more in depth.